Hi there. Today we are going to work with our mini band. So if you don't have this mini root band, you can always grab one of the more of the TheraBands that's open on both ends, and you can tie it together and use that. You can still do this workout if you have no bands at all. This is just a little bit more resistant to help engage that core, right, and make it stronger. Also, we're going to get a full body workout here. Let's go ahead. We're going to put the band to the side, come onto the floor. Go ahead into our hands and knees for some core bracing. Okay. So just coming on to what we've been doing, going into that quadruped, making sure our knees are right underneath our hips. I think I'm going to turn this other way. Okay. Here we go. Our wrists are right underneath our shoulders here. All right. And we're just going to inhale, get that big 360. Open up our pelvis. And exhale, going to do a little tuck under, pulling that navel in towards that spine, driving those hands into the floor. Good. Inhale, I release. Exhale, pull everything in, pulling up on that pelvic floor muscle. A little bit of a tuck under. Good. Big inhale, release. And exhale. Good. Keep going. So I want you to take note. Is your body shifting forwards or backwards as you breathing? We don't want anything to shift, okay? We want everything to stay in its place. Only things moving is that expansion of our back a bit, our ribs coming out to the side, and we're getting that expansion of our stomach a little forward, right? And then we do that little bitty movement of that tuck under. Let's go one more. Here we go. Big inhale. Make sure you're releasing that bladder just a bit so you can get that inhale to go all the way to that basement of that pelvic floor. And exhale. Here we go. Tuck it under, pulling up from the basement of the pelvic floor all the way up, coming into the rib cage. Make sure those shoulders aren't pulling up onto your neck. Awesome job. All right, let's go into movement two. We're going to take our band, place it right below the knees. All right. And I'm going to come up to my side, do a little side leg lift here. So I'm nice and long. Again, we want that torso to be lifted. We don't want it to sag down. I'm coming up out of my shoulders, nice erect spine. All right. And a nice long line. Here we go. We're going to lift and lower. So we're engaging our glutes here. We're getting some of that, our hip flexor that's connected to our core. Also getting a little quad here, okay? Good. Let's keep going. Let's go about 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4. Pull that tummy in. 3, good. And 2, and 1. Do not forget to connect that pelvic floor with that movement, okay? So we're still pulling up on that pelvic floor as we exhale. And it doesn't have to be as long as when we do the breathing, but we want to, everything to connect together. I'm going to go ahead to my other side for this next round. All right. Here we go. And let's lift. So I'm going all the way to the basement. I'm not just letting my core do the work or just letting my leg do the work, but everything is connected together. All right. You're looking good, looking good. Stay strong in that core. Stay strong in that spine. Keep everything lifted up. Let's go 5. 5, 4, 3, you got it. 2, and 1. Perfect. If you want to pause it, do another round on each leg. Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and take this band off from my legs. Go into movement 2. And I want to put it on my wrist. All right, I'm going to go into our little dead bug. Stack those knees right on top of those hips. All right, so we're getting some shoulders here. Nice flex feet. Here we go. Let's go ahead and extend one leg. One arm goes back. So we have this resistance as we come against this band. Good. Make sure you're flattening that low back, pulling that navel in towards the spine. And that's not just coming from driving the navel, but that comes from pulling in that pelvic floor all the way up through that core. You've got it. Let's go 4. Come on. 3. Good. 2. And 1. Good. If you're feeling like you're not to this point yet, go back, lose the band. And remember, we can always tap down, make that smaller range of motion, make sure we're being able to flatten that back and control through our core. Okay, we don't have a bulge. All right, round 2. Here we go. Let's go ahead. We extend or tap down. Make sure you exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, pull in and change. You got it. Let's go. 5. Good. 4 and 3. Good. Let's go. 2 and 1. Yes, feel those shoulders work. All right. And again, I told you this is going to be full body. We're putting everything really together and kind of upping that resistance. Here we go. Going into our next exercise, we're going to go ahead and put our band on our feet. And we'll lay back down, this time going into some bicycles. Okay? All right. So we'll have our hands right by our ears. All right, stacking those knees over top of the hips. And let's go ahead and get started. We extend, give me a little rotation through, bringing that elbow to that knee. Same thing. All right, as our exercise before is that dead bug, we really want to flatten that low back. Keep that resistance on your band there. Look down. See if you see any bulging happening. Okay, we don't want that. Good job. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2 more, and 1. Woo! Feel that core working. Let's take a quick mini break and we're going to go into our second round. All right. Are you ready? Not quite. That's okay. Here we go. Go ahead and lift up that head. Set those feet. Here we go. Rotating through. Staying nice and controlled. Okay, trying to extend long from hip to the heel, keeping those feet flexed. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and done. Woo, nice burn. You can drop those knees over to the left and the right if you need to, just to kind of give a little stretch to the core, to those abs. All right, we're going to keep this band on our feet. We are going to go ahead, turn over. All right. And let's go into working our arms a little more. All right. I'm going to turn a couple different angles here. So I've got it hooked onto my feet. You can do one foot or both. I think I'll do one. So we're going to go, well, I'm going to put it on my left foot and I'm going to use my right arm. I'm going to do a single arm deltoid row. Staying up nice and tall on my spine. I'm pulling up out of my hips. Okay, and I'm going to take this elbow out to the side as I pull to the side of my chest here. Exhale, I'm pulling up from that pelvic floor. All right, bringing everything up and in. Making sure I keep this shoulder down. Making sure that elbow goes out to the side. And making sure that I do not break at my wrist. Okay, don't break at the wrist. Keep everything nice and rigid. Good, and keeping that foot flexed. If your band is not as, if you have a stronger band and you need a little more slack, you can always bring that knee up, okay? Let's go 3. 3. Let's go 2. And 1. Good, let's hold it. 3. Let's hold 2. Let's hold 1. Good. All right, we take a quick second, go into that other side. That little iso hold is just enough, just to kind of like get that extra push. Okay, here we go. We hook on. Nice and tall. All right, here we go. Take it out to the side. See my elbow? You can see better on this side. Elbow is going out to the side. So I'm getting bicep. I'm getting rear delt. That's the back of my shoulder. I'm getting core, making everything a core exercise by engaging it, lifting up out of my hips. Good. And you're working that back. Woo! Bringing sexy back. Yes, you are. Good. Good. I want you to give me a nice proud chest. Okay. Don't round, but when we push out a little bit, giving that proud chest, that keeps everything nice and aligned, nice posture. Let's go 2. We're going to do that hold. Here we go. And we hold, 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 hold. 3. Let's go 2. Let's go 1 and release. Perfect. Go ahead. Place both feet into that band. All right. Let's go on to all fours. Let's see if I can keep my band on for that. We've got mountain climbers. All right. So it's going to be tricky, maybe for some of you, to keep that band on the feet. Let's go ahead. We're going to lift up. We're going to pull the knee in one at a time. All right. I want you to give me a little rounding, tucking of that pelvis so we get that little stagnant crunch. Keep those feet out nice and wide. Keep that band on. Pulling that knee in towards the chest. So let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a look as you're doing your mountain climber. Take a look. Okay. Do you see everything is spilling forward? We don't want that. We want everything to be pulled in. That is our whole goal. Let me reset my band here and let's go for our second set. All right, you ready? Here we go. Lifting up. Pull. If you need to go to your knees, go ahead and you just release one at a time. A little harder with the band. I'm keeping my elbows soft. I'm not locking them out. I'm driving my hands into the mat here. You got it. 9, 8, 7, come on. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should feel a great burn to your abs, okay? All right. We have one more. Let's go ahead. We're going to keep the band on our arcs of our feet here. Again, let me just kind of fix mine. All right. We're going to go into a little plank. And we're going to tap out. So we're lifting. Rather than pulling those knees in, we're tapping them out to the side. Okay. So we're getting the abductors, our outer glutes, outer thigh, All right, don't come in too far so that you lose tension on that band. You've got it. Again, we have that little tuck of our pelvis, driving those hands into the floor, really keeping everything engaged. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop it down. We take a quick little break and we will get right back to it. You are looking great. I know that you are. All right. I'm a little out of breath. Here we go. Let's go. Our last one in 3 and 2, and tap it out. Good. You thought we were just going to, you know, stay kind of low and profile here, but we are pulling up the intensity, right? You've got it. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can go into a little child pose here. All right. Take that band off. Hit a little child's pose. Help open up our pelvis. Help to kind of release just our hands, our wrists. Stretch everything back out. Let's open up. Big inhale. Really let the hips sink right down towards that mat. Let that pelvic floor really open up and release. And we exhale. We don't pull up on it. We're just giving a nice exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale. Go ahead and let that body just drop lower to that mat. Perfect. All right. That was the short and sweet version. If you would like full, go ahead, run through it again. Okay, instead of doing this one set on each side, you can do 2 sets together on one side and then go to the other side. Okay, like we did with the leg lifts, we kind of did 1 set on left, 1 set on the right. Do about 40 seconds twice on the left, 40 seconds twice on the right before you're going to the next exercise. Okay, you can always pause this video, go a little longer, make it a little more intense to what your body is allowing right now. All right, can't wait to see you next time. Peace.